What's going on, everybody? Welcome in to Blazers Uprise Live here on a Thursday. This will be a slightly shorter stream because we only have 5 games for picks against the spread today. We'll talk about Pacers versus Blazers, and we'll maybe take a couple questions. That's what today's stream is going to be. Eric, how's your Thursday going?
Oh, it's going pretty good. Just got home from work. My mom's downstairs watching the kids, so hi, mom. Thank you. And yeah, ready to make
Nice.
some great picks today.
Yeah, I'm sure you are. I'm definitely not. Let's wait until more people file in here. We only got 15 in here. I definitely want to. Why is Jackson deleting every message?
I don't know.
Highs are over. I don't get it, but okay. Jackson on a power trip, I guess. He's number one in picks against the spread right now. So let's just jump into the standings, and then we'll hop into things. Jackson is doing well. Nobody really did that great on Monday except for Krish. So shout out to him. He got out of the cellar. He moved up from 8th all the way up to 5th. Chat, you guys are struggling, so maybe we just need to kick this off as soon as possible before more people file in here, because the more combined brain power, the less the results. I mean, I'm sitting down there with you guys, so I can't really talk, but overall, it's just been a rough campaign. We got 5 people under 500, only 3 above. Jackson up there at the top. Eric trying to defend his crown at number 2. I still can't win a double down, Eric. Still cannot win a double down. That is my jinx. Whoever I double down on is getting screwed. Your jinx is the phrase easy money.
Yes.
Never, a lot of people lost their double downs against Philadelphia on Monday, me included. Wait, no, I doubled down on Washington.
Yeah.
Yeah. I knew not to double down on the Blazers. I will never double down on the Blazers this season. If I do, it's probably a mistake. Anyways, let's jump into the first game. You got Detroit versus Philadelphia. Eric, I'm sure you have a pretty long-winded injury report for this one.
Well,
Philadelphia has some COVID issues. What's the deal?
very contrasting here because the Pistons have no one listed on their injury report. So it looks like Cade is going to play tonight. And for the 76ers, they have Tobias Harris and Isaiah Joe out with COVID. They have Ben Simmons, Danny Green, Furkan freaking Korkmaz, and Grant Riller all out with injuries, or I guess mental issues for Ben Simmons.
Yeah, they're all out with something. All right, I'll post the poll in chat for you guys to kick things off. And we got Christian here, Reese, I see Zach, I see Trevin, I see Jackson. We are good to go as far as the mods go. Go ahead and vote. I don't know what I'm going to... So they got Embiid, they got Seth Curry. They got... Trying to figure out their starting lineup. Tyrese Maxey.
Well, Nang start, I guess.
Niang, yeah, he's been playing good. I'm gonna go with Philly on this one. Philly's been playing well.
I'm also going to go Philly. Although I will say they've won some games without some people. And I think this has a bit of a feeling of a game where they'll let up thinking they'll win since they beat some better teams and not play very well. But yeah, I agree, Reese. Reese says he thinks it's a trap. You're muted.
How do you realize so fast now?
Because I see you talking on the stream.
Dang, there's like no delay. Normally it took a lot longer. You're quick with it now. So Trevin's going Sixers. Chris is going Pistons. We have 21 viewers, but 18 votes in chat, which is interesting, Eric. Mods, make sure you don't vote in chat.
Busted.
Nah, it's probably people tuning in, voting, leaving. Also, the view counter has been glitchy lately. So that's also part of it. We got... Is chat not updating for me? Zach went Pistons. Waiting on Reese and Jackson in chat. Reese is going Sixers. Jackson's going Sixers. So Krish and Zach are going Pistons. I'm going to end poll for chat. They're going Sixers. So Sixers, Reese, Sixers, Jackson, Sixers. All right. So Krish and Zach are alone with the Detroit Pistons. Let's move on to game number 2. You got Utah versus Atlanta. Utah's a 1.5 point favorite.
Yeah, so the reason the spread is so low here is Donovan Mitchell is out of this game, along with Rudy Gay and Mia Oni. And for the Hawks, they only have a Kongwu listed in their injury report.
That's an interesting one. Because Atlanta hasn't played that well, even though they've been pretty healthy. So this is definitely a tough one, especially at home. I don't like this at all.
Yeah, I don't like it either.
It's been such a rough year, man.
Because of no Mitchell, I'm going to go with the Hawks.
All right, Eric is going with the home team. Let me post a poll in chat. 68% of the vote for Sixers.
Looks like Jackson's going Hawks as well.
I'm going... They got Conley. They got... Their team just doesn't have offensive firepower without Mitchell, man. I don't know. My gut says Hawks, and my gut has led me to 15 and 24, so I'm going Jazz. You said Reese went Hawks?
Oh, no, Jackson did.
All right. Jackson went Hawks.
No Gobert. Why did he say no Gobert?
Well, that changes everything if there's no Gobert.
Reese says, wait, never mind. No
Reese.
Donovan Mitchell. No Donovan Mitchell.
No Mitchell, man.
But Capella and Gobert is a wash, according to Reese.
Oh, God. Yeah, Reese is on one right now, I guess.
I'm just kidding. I was making that up.
Making what up? The wash? That is something I could see Reese saying. Like, I absolutely believe that. Absolutely believe that.
Only if someone says they're not equal first.
Oh my goodness.
Reese is changing this to Utah.
All right, Reese is going Utah. What are the other ones we got?
Krish is Hawks.
Krish is going Hawks. Trevin and Zach.
Trevin is Hawks.
All right. Zach is going with
Utah.
Gogurt. Okay. Utah for Zach and chat's poll. I'm gonna end in a good 10. I'm gonna end it in 15 seconds or so because it's close to game 1 in terms of percentages, and of course that determines the double down. I need some like cool background music because there's a lot of dead air when we do this segment. Some battle music or something. All right, chat. I'm ending the poll right now. It's gonna be like 68, man. It's gonna be the same as the first watch. No, 66% for the Hawks. So chat's going Hawks, but right now, I forget who's the first game, but
76ers.
Sixers are in the lead for the double down for chat. All right, game number 3, you got Boston, Miami. Injuries.
For the Celtics, they're without Josh Richardson tonight, and the Heat, of course, do not have Victor Oladipo yet. And then KZ Okpala and Max Strus were added to the injury list today. So nothing major other than Oladipo, and Celtics are relatively healthy.
Alrighty, I'll put a poll in chat.
I'm going to go with the Heat. I just love the way they're playing right now, but this also feels like a bit of a trap game. What's up, Tyler Jones?
I'm also going Heat.
Trevin is as well.
All right.
Zach almost burned his nose, so I guess that means he's going for the Heat because it was hot. Did it?
Is that a joke or is it not? Reese is going Heat.
I don't know.
Might get our. Have we had a clean sweep this season? For Portland.
He voted for the Hyatt.
Interesting. Okay. Zach's on one as well. Any of our other mods on anything right now that we need to know about? Jack says Heat
Reese,
because Boston played yesterday.
Zach, all. Chris is the only one I haven't seen vote for mods. What does that mean, Hyperprime? I don't dismiss anyone's comments.
What?
I'm just trying to keep track of everyone.
I mean, he's telling me who people are voting, so, like... Krish says Boston and also double down time, so Krish is feeling extremely bold right now. This is another poll that's like right on the border, like right around 67%, so I'll give chat another 15 seconds or so.
What's up, Dion Webb? Definitely been a tough week for the Blazers.
Yeah. Alright. The final game's graphics are caught up. I finally got them finished. Let me end the poll right now. This could be a tie.
There's 2 more games.
Yeah, there's only 2 more games. I just hadn't had the graphics finished. Computer being slow today, man. My computer has off days just like the team. The Heat is also 66%, just like the Hawks. So chat is going Heat. Krish is on an island. Let's move on to game number 4. You got Phoenix versus Houston. Phoenix 10.5 point favorite.
So this was a little tough because, Dario Saric is out for sure for the Suns, but DeAndre Ayton and Cam Payne are both questionable. And since we won't know until an hour before the game, and this game is at 7, it's hard to know if those guys are playing or not. And for the Rockets, Daniel House is out. Daniel Tice is questionable.
Dang, both Daniels. That sucks. All right, there's your poll chat. I am going with Houston.
I'm also going with Houston. I'm going to take the points.
Alrighty.
Zach and Jackson Rockets.
By the way, if anybody doesn't know how spreads work, you're picking based on the spread, not necessarily who's going to win, chat, but Phoenix is a 10.5 point favorite, so they have to win by 11 or more for them to be the correct pick. If they don't, then Houston is the correct pick. So Phoenix can win by 9 and Houston's the right pick. All right.
Krish picked the Rockets.
All right, Krish went Rockets, Jackson went Rockets, Zach went Rockets. Does have Reese and Trevin picked that you see?
Trevin picked the Suns.
All right.
A rare contrarian vote for Trevin. Reese, I've not seen. He picked the Suns as well.
All right. Reese going home team. This is a close vote for chat. So we're at 52% right now. %. All right. I'm 10 seconds. I'm ending it. 5, 4, 3, 2. No, I'm ending it on the next vote because it's at 50-50. Once I see that go to 23, I'm going to end it. All right? So if you haven't voted yet in chat, there it is. Whoever just voted, you were the deciding vote. 52% going for the Suns for chat.
This is my first different vote than chat today.
Well, that means Houston is definitely the right pick.
I have to double down.
Game number 5, you got Lakers, Thunder. Lakers also 10.5 point favorites.
So the Thunder have Lou Dort is questionable. Out for the Lakers, of course, Trevor Ariza, Kendrick Nunn, Taylor Horton Tucker, but just added to the injury today and who will be out at least a week, LeBron James, which means he will miss Saturday's game against the Blazers as well. Also, Dwight Howard is questionable right now.
I forgot to end the last poll, and there was 2 more votes, and they were both Rockets.
So no.
Nah, I mean, I ended it at 23.
No, it's whatever's official.
I ended it at 23, and I forgot to end it, and it was 52% Suns. So, because if it went back to 50-50, I'd be saying Suns. So, they're going Suns. Alrighty. This is a tough one. What are you going with, Eric?
I'm just gonna take the points and say Thunder. Screw it. Do not feel good about that.
I don't feel good about this game at all. This is definitely not going to be my double down.
Brevin has taken the Lakers. Zach, OKC. Hyper Prime is going with OKC as well. Just wanted to make sure I read your comment. Now I'm being a smart.
Yeah, let me make a new square. I'll make it over your face, and I'll title it Hyper Prime. Reese says OKC. I'm 50-50 on this too, Jackson. This is a really tough game. I think it might be time I break out the lucky dime. Should I break out the lucky dime, Eric?
Yep. As I check my room. Generic text message ringtone.
Oh wait, no, lucky quarter. All right, heads. I'm going Lakers. It is tails. I'm going Thunder. If Lakers blow them out, I'm gonna have to burn this coin. Lakers without LeBron are equal to OKC. Did I make a poll? I didn't make a poll. Oh yeah, it wasn't letting me for a second. All right, making the poll, chat.
Jackson, you should not lean Thunder because I want one pick at least different than you tonight. Jackson doesn't want me catching him.
Who Jackson go with?
He
Oh,
said he was
leaning.
Leaning, yeah.
Krish.
They almost beat him the other day, Darren, but they blew it at the end.
Waiting on Krish's vote. We started the poll late, so now they're going to go for the underdog because you and I, well, not me, I'm at the bottom, but you picked the underdog.
Chris says Lakers, sadly, even though he didn't have to take the Lakers.
All right, well, hopefully you are sad about that pick, Krish.
I know, Jackson. It's because we both have good picks. That's all. I understand.
Oh, God. Hurry up, Jackson. Let's go. I'm ending poll in 10 seconds for chat. I'm gonna flip a coin for you, Jackson. We gotta go, man. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. End poll. This might be chat's double down. They might be doubling down on the Thunder.
Yikes.
All right, Jackson's going Thunder.
69. Nice.
69 for the win. Alrighty. So chat, Thunder. Jackson, Thunder. Let's go to double downs. For chat, it's the Thunder. All this talk about them not picking underdogs, and then they double down on the Thunder. So, interesting. My double down is going to be... Oh, man, I don't know.
I don't like this tonight.
My double down is going to be Miami.
That means I can't take Miami. Dang it.
Yeah, that sucks. How will you survive? Chris is going Boston. He was the only one who picked Boston, so he was on an island.
I like it, Chris. If only you could just make your other picks better.
He was 7-3 on Monday, better than anybody else.
I'm teasing.
So he's trying. He's learning. And don't you talk trash to somebody above me. Oh, I accidentally changed Chris's to Hawks. Whoops. I meant to change Jackson's to Hawks. Zach, you can rewind in the stream, man. And see the graphics. Easy.
No, I can't take the Hawks either because I want to have one game different than Jackson.
I didn't see that yet. Trevin went Miami. We're waiting on you, Zach, and Reese.
I'm going to take the Rockets.
Reese is doubling down on the Jazz without Donovan Mitchell. And you went Rockets?
Yeah.
Getting a little crazy today. Alrighty, I like it, especially with only 5 games.
Only 5 games, got it.
And then Zach. So I went Heat. Trevin copied me. Everybody else got something different.
Trevin, why would you want to lose?
And Zach's going OKC. 2 double downs on OKC. What is happening? All right. So that is picks against the spread. Good luck to everyone.
Wishful thinking.
But especially good luck to me because I need it.
Mm-hmm.
One final look at the standings. They don't look good. Let's move off. So
I want you to have a chance. I don't want you to be out of it like a month into the season.
Yeah, the graphics. I'll just throw together basic Comic Sans text on the graphics. It'll be like an Excel spreadsheet because I Won't put in effort anymore because I'll be in the cellar, man. Alrighty. So anything else other than previewing this game that you want to talk about, or?
Yeah, like I mentioned earlier, the LeBron thing. So he has an ankle injury, I believe, and is going to be reevaluated in a week. So he is
Okay.
for sure out on Saturday, which should help us, but who knows right now. And Also, I think we should mention that there was a huge report about Robert Sarver, which is the Phoenix Suns owner that is the talk of the NBA right now. A
Get
lot
him
of
out.
racist things he said. The NBA is now investigating his conduct, workplace conduct, and yeah, I don't see how this doesn't uh, end with him being forced to sell the team like Donald Sterling, most likely.
Yeah, just get him out. He's been a bad owner before, but I didn't. I mean, that's next level Donald Sterling. That's probably worse than Donald Sterling. So, uh, I know Phoenix. It's weird, man, because like some Phoenix fans have been wanting to get rid of him for a while. So I saw some Phoenix fans like, yes, we can finally get rid of him, which is just weird. Like you're celebrating somebody being a horrible human being. I don't know. That's just weird to me. I get wanting him out, but for that reason, I don't understand some Phoenix Suns fans being excited about that. But whatever. Anyway, Sun or Pacers tomorrow, Eric. They're starting Brogdon. He's healthy again. They're starting Chris Duarte at the 2, Karis LeVert at the 3, Domantas Sabonis at the 4, Miles Turner at the 5. Starting lineup wise, a solid starting lineup. They do have some decent depth, in my opinion. They're bringing Justin Holiday off the bench. They have TJ McConnell off the bench. They have O'Shea Brissett off the bench. Jeremy Lamb, I think, is questionable tomorrow. Did you see an update on him?
I haven't seen an update, but yeah, he's listed on the injury report, but who knows?
Yeah, and then they also got Torrey Craig off the bench, who's been having some really good games lately. Had a 28-point game recently. So this is a team coming in here with a record of what, 3-6, I believe. Let me pull up the standings. Indiana is currently 3-6. 13th in the Eastern Conference. Obviously not a good record, but they've lost a ton of close games. Their net differential for the season is 2 points. No, that's 9 games. Is about 3 points, approximately. So they're averaging 111.2 points per game, giving up 111.6 points per game. That's a net differential of minus 0.4 points per game. So I don't want people to take this team lightly, looking at them 13th in the East, 3-6 record. This is not a team you can take lightly. They have talent. They've been a playoff team until last year, and then they were a play-in team and kind of choked that away, played horrible in their one play-in game. But, you got Sabonis, you got Turner, you got Brogdon, you got LeVert. Duarte's been a solid rookie. You got some talent on this team. So what do you think is going to be the biggest key for Portland in order to take care of business on their home court, Eric, and end this three-game skid?
My biggest key will be how we defend a team that likes to pick and pop versus pick and roll.
Yeah.
So we have both Turner and Sabonis who almost always pop in those situations, which means they go out for a jump shot or a 3-point shot instead of going right to the hoop like we saw with Jared Allen last game. So it'll be interesting to see how we defend that differently than our defense before. I think there's 2 lines of thinking. One is when you have players that can shoot from the outside, it does bring a guy like Nurkic away from the basket. So in theory, that should open up drives for other players like LeVert and Brogdon. But at the same time, I feel like it's a little easier to rotate properly when you're not trying to tag or get in front of a big man that's right around the rim and can dunk over a smaller guard helping from the weak side. So I'm really interested to see if our rotations look a little more locked in, since it'll be more perimeter based than we've been playing against teams previously.
Yeah. Uh, there's a chance they put Nurkic on Sabonis though, and
Mm-hmm.
Sabonis isn't really much of an outside shooter. He's their four man, but offensively, like he's a good passer and can handle the ball, but he plays more inside than their five man does. Miles Turner is just a stretch five and is coming off a game in which he was 7 for 10 from three. So it might be a situation where like Turner isn't a guy who punishes smaller players inside offensively, so you can probably get away with putting Rocco on a Miles Turner, and then you can put Nurkic on Sabonis, which I think is a better defender to put up against Sabonis. Sabonis is shooting 27% from three, hasn't shot many this year, but isn't hitting even when he does shoot. So that might be the matchup. It'll be interesting to see how they game plan. There are gonna be adjustments available, such as switching up who guards which big man and then switching up coverages as well. It's going to be an intriguing team to face. Uh, I mean, they don't have like they don't have a super athletic like rim running big. Sabonis is more skilled. Turner likes to pop, so we've kind of struggled with athletic bigs that can just roll right to the rim. Jared Allen had a good game against us. JaVale McGee, when we played the Suns, and when we played well against the Suns, he got going in the first quarter back at home. So it's going to be interesting to see how we defend their bigs. This is really the first team we've played in which has legitimate big men.
Yeah, I really hope that Rocco and Nurk just guard whoever they're closest to on possessions and don't necessarily have to worry
Yeah,
about like who's guarding who. I just think it's guard whoever you get closest to when you run back down the court.
yeah, yeah. I agree with that. I'm just I just pulled up NBA box scores. Detroit out to an early lead for anybody who's interested in that. Offensively, I mean, we've talked about our struggles, and a lot of the keys to this game will be doing things better ourselves. It's not even going to have anything to do with the Indiana Pacers. We don't have a four man who can do a ton off the dribble as a scorer, so it's not like we can really punish Sabonis for playing the four because he is a bit slow footed there, but we just don't have the personnel to really exploit that. And we could go smaller, maybe play Nas at the four, but still, like, that's not Nas's game yet, and he would definitely struggle to guard Sabonis on the other end of the court. So overall, them starting two centers, in my opinion, they're both centers, isn't really something we can easily exploit. So offensively, it's just going to come down to trying to get good shots. Can Dame make shots? Can Dame shoot better? Can we move players better and generate higher quality looks than we got on that 3 game road trip?
Yeah, and in case anyone missed it, Dame came out and said last night that he does indeed have a re-aggravated core injury from last night's game. Um,
I don't
it's
like using that as an excuse though, because he's had great shooting
yeah,
stretches with that. It hasn't stopped him from making shots. So
hmm
either it's like worse than it's ever been, which I doubt, or it's something else. Like maybe it's a combination of that in the ball, or
yeah,
that in the offense, or that in just a shooting slump. And players go through shooting slumps, so
just tired.
just
Oh.
tired.
He looks a little bigger than he normally is too. Not necessarily muscular, but just he looks like he's a little. I mean, he's not chubby or anything. It's not. I'm just saying, in terms of Dame's physique, he does look a little bigger than normal. So maybe that's making him a little tired, or a little. That's why his shots are coming up short. You're of course the expert on teaching Dame how to shoot. So
Jesus, dude. Oh my god, that was the most ridiculous quote tweet. The dude got his likes though, so
yeah,
congrats to him. Like, dude wanted to go viral and I don't know, wanted some
at your
attention on a
expense.
tweet. At my like, bro, it's like, how is knowing stuff about shooting a bad thing, bro? I'm not even tagging Dame. I'm not even saying that's something that he should definitely try, because when you mess with your rhythm, it can mess up other things with your shot. It's just kind of a feel thing. I just raised it as a possible adjustment he might make, because he's missing a lot of shots short, but he's getting a lot of lift on him. So to me, it seems like he's releasing the ball a little bit later than usual on some of his pull-ups. So, like, That's a thing. Like Steph Curry is shooting the ball when his feet are leaving the floor. That's how he makes it look so effortless from long range. And when you watch Dame like shoot around from the logo or close to half court, he's releasing the ball earlier when he's leaving the ground. Because think about it, if you're going upwards, that's going to help you get a little bit more distance on your shot, right? If you're shooting at the peak of your jump, when you're not moving upwards anymore, you're not going to get as much distance. Like, that's a basic shooting thing. So I raise it just as Dame's missing a lot of shots short. Maybe an adjustment might be, him shooting the ball a little bit earlier when he has a little bit more upward momentum. And then
Didn't tag him, didn't quote tweet him, or didn't say anything to get Dame's attention. He just said an adjustment I would make if I was shooting short would be to release the ball earlier when I jumped. And he had all these Blazer fans like, how dare you tell Dame how to shoot? Like, imagine some guy who played community college basketballs.
Bro, how are you gonna talk trash about me playing community college ball if you didn't play something better? You know what I mean? Like, I don't understand that. Like, I'm not saying I know better than, like, people just take stuff out of context just to hate on it, and that's with us, Eric. People have done that, and we have haters, and it's just how it's going to be. Like, it's just ridiculous, I'll let them be toxic and show their true colors. I'm not even going to engage in like a toxic way. It's just funny seeing people say like, tell me you've never shot before without telling me you never shot before.
That doesn't make any sense either.
It's like people try to say I've never shot a basketball before because I said that, and it's like I'm posting a shot with me hitting 4 straight 30-footers, and then the same people are acting like it's easy. Like, all right, let's see you do it. It's just ridiculous, man. So whatever. I guess if Dame like goes 0 for 10 tomorrow, I'm just gonna say, you know what, Dame should just keep doing what he's doing despite him missing. He shouldn't, maybe tweak anything. It's just if he's missing, he's missing. Like, whatever, that's the easy thing to say, and I don't know, like, that's the thing is good shooters make adjustments to stop missing shots, like slight little tweaks to help their jump shot. That's a normal basic thing.
It always bothers me too when people pull out well, you don't do that for a living, so you can't comment. Like, everyone doesn't comment about politics or like the roster. All those people make comments about Neil Olshey's job, but they're not GMs. But when it comes to being a shooter, you're not allowed. You're not allowed to say anything about shooting stance or anything like that, or coaching or whatever. It's like, well, so you can't.
But then those same people will say like Nurkic is trash and the roster. So like it's. Certain players aren't good enough, but then, if you say, hey, Dame might be able to adjust this with his shot and get a little bit more distance, it's pitchforks and whatnot. So that's just the toxic side of Blazer Twitter, that's how they've always kind of been, and people have tried to make it out like I cause it, but obviously I don't. Obviously I don't, so that's just the way it is, and I'll let them prove that I'm not the one causing it. And I'm not even going to clap back. If they want to be childish on Twitter when they're grown, like, they can do that. That's completely fine with me. But Blazers Twitter is going to keep being toxic because you got a lot of immature people on Twitter treating it like it's some, I don't know. It's just ridiculous, man.
Back to the game. So, yeah, Dame, I don't expect him to miss time or games. It's something that, in the past, he's just said he's had to deal with the pain, but it's not something that can, like, he's not risking tearing something or whatever if he plays with it. So I expect him to still play. One adjustment I'd like to see them make is to just, I mean, Dame should still shoot or try to score at least at times, but I'd like to see him just become a facilitator and maybe run some off-ball stuff for CJ and Ant, especially, and see if we can get them some easy shots instead of them having to create shots off the dribble as well. Just find a way to get those guys open looks, maybe some cutters to the basket, stuff like that, in combination with Dame being out there, but knowing that he doesn't have to take over the game scoring wise, he can help us in other ways. Are you muted?
Dude, I keep doing that to myself. What in the world? That's the thing, is a lot of game preview stuff is us talking about stuff that we need to do as a team. And it's going to be the same stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So, if it's a playoff series, obviously it's more matchups based and adjustment based, and it's, a preview for that is going to be a lot about what those matchups and adjustments may be. But previewing an Indiana Pacers team, man, we just got to play a good brand of basketball. We play like we did against the Clippers at home or the Suns or the Grizzlies, and we win this game. It's just plain and simple. We have to do what we do well, and we have to generate good shots, and we have to play some freaking defense. It's that simple. So, if we do it, we win.
And watch a guy like TJ McConnell, who has become a great defender, and you see people all the time like, oh, you can't be a good defender. Dame and CJ will never be good defenders. So it's like, you can't tell me that when you see guys like TJ McConnell who have way less athleticism, and CJ and Dame have just as high a basketball IQ as him. So like, there's no reason why they can't be scrappy like he just becomes a pest out there, and he gets in people's heads and stuff like that. And it's just like a mentality. And so like, if you want to see kind of what Chauncey Billups was envisioning when he said, even if we're not good defenders, we're going to defend in a tough way, in a scrappy way. Just watch what TJ McConnell does when he comes in the game, and kind of irritates people. So hopefully we start seeing that scrap from our guards, and I just want to see that. I don't want to see this stuff where it looks like we're giving up on screens, and we're not fighting hard through the picks, and we're not closing out correctly, things like that. And I'm still positive because they're all correctable things if they start playing the way they're supposed to.
Yeah. So we'll have the post game show Friday. Tomorrow, I'm glad to be back to 7 p.m. tip-off times. And then it's the first night of a back-to-back. So if Simons is playing well, rest Dame a little bit more. Rest CJ a little bit more. Play those guys 33 minutes and play Simons 30 minutes or whatever. Figure things out in order to win this game, as well as keep our guys as fresh as possible. For the Lakers on the 6th, we'll preview that game as part of the post-game show tomorrow night. We'll talk a little bit about that. Obviously, they're going to be without LeBron, as we stated earlier, so these are 2 winnable games at home to get us back to 500 at 5-5. We take care of both these games, and this 3-game road skid is out of the window. You know what I mean? Like, that's the thing, is it only takes 2 good home games to get back to 500. And I said the first 20 games of the season, we just need to hang around 500. So can't look at the Lakers game yet. Got to take care of business against the Pacers. But, for all the doom and gloom right now, it's not a terrible position. It's still very, very early.
Yeah, if we win both these next 2 games, even without LeBron, we will be sitting here on Saturday feeling a lot better about it. But you definitely don't want to lose both of them. And splitting is kind of, it'd be okay, but like we have, I believe, 4 games in a row on the road after these 2. So I think we want to take care of business and get them both if you can.
Yeah, we just got to start figuring things out, road and home, and find some consistency. It's that simple. So anything else you want to say for the stream?
No, good luck picks against the spread, everyone. And thank you for watching. I thought there was one more thing I was going to say, but no. Just
tweet it if you remember.
Have a good night, everyone. Thanks.
Yeah. Have a good rest of your night. We will catch you guys tomorrow.
I remember.
Oh, you remember.
Zach reminded me. So the last 2-minute report from last night did say that the refs, obviously they missed the foul, but it did confirm that there was a missed call that potentially changed the outcome of the game. But yeah,
it hit him in the arm, hit him in the face, and tripped him while he was trying to take a foul, and they didn't call it. Mm-hmm. That was as egregious as it gets, dude. The NBA has gone overboard, overreacted. So they need to figure things out, because I liked what they were taking away, and some of the ticky-tack stuff they don't need to call, but some of the obvious stuff they're not calling now either, and it just doesn't make sense. So Hopefully they figure things out, because it's almost like refs don't even have to ref anymore. They just get, basically better than a courtside seat. They get to exercise and be on the court to watch the freaking game.
Mhm.
And they even get to touch the ball to give it to a free throw shooter occasionally, whenever it's the most obvious call that anyone in this chat would be able to call. So the refereeing has been extremely frustrating. It's ridiculous. So hopefully they figure things out and fix it.
Yeah, for sure.
Alrighty. We're going to get out of here. We will catch y'all tomorrow night around 9:30 p.m. on the post-game show. Hopefully that's a win. Hopefully the Blazers are able to win their 4th straight at home. That might be going a little bit late. I have tickets, but don't have tickets to the game tomorrow. My cousin, man, says that, he agreed to sell me tickets that he said that he was going to get, and he still hasn't got them for tomorrow. And I asked him, when are you going to get them? Left me all red. So I don't know if I have tickets to the game tomorrow. He gets them from somebody else and then gives them to me, sells them to me. So I don't know. I'll let you guys know on Twitter, though, the timing of the post-game show if I do end up going to the game. But if not, it'll just be normal. I won't tweet anything if I don't go. If I do go, I'll tweet something about it once I know. Just have to figure it out. So anyway, that's a wrap for this episode of Blazers Uprise Live. Hope you enjoyed. We'll catch you tomorrow. Have a good rest of your night. Until then, as always, peace out. Go Blazers.